What happens when we come to know that revenue money is leaked from right under your nose due to lack of knowledge or ignorance? One may be owner of the organization or employee. The feeling is highly frustrating, devastating, and demotivating, isn't it? Here, the goal is to enrich and enhance your skills, make your skills smarter so as it helps to visualize or identify revenue leakages in service contract and arrest them. In this 19th video, the experience are shared on causes of revenue leakages through service contracts due to communication gaps with respect to changes in contract structure. We had plumbing repair job at my residence. My wife had arranged a plumber resourced through her friend circle. The repair was attended and my son supervised it. My wife left residence once plumbing repair work was initiated. While the repair work was completed, I had returned from office and made payments to plumber with presumption that he is demanding amount which was firmed with my wife. On return of my wife, it was revealed that the plumber was overpaid. It is as simple as this case for service contracts too. The lack of communication between firming person and the paying person may cause loss of revenue. In industries, such losses become permanent where they go unnoticed or unidentified for long years. In organization where I worked earlier, it was a very large, had multiple manufacturing sites and spread around India. Certain service contracts were firmed centrally at corporate office, having common structure, having uniformity across all sites. This particular case I am referring is of mechanical maintenance annual rate contract. This contract also consisted rate of flange opening as well as box up. That is, unit rate is applicable while flange is opened and again applicable while it is boxed up. For many years, this method was in practice. However, contracting structure are bound to change due to various reasons over a period of time. In this mechanical maintenance annual rate contract, there were changes in structure, one of which was in flange opening and box up. The rate was combined, that is, instead of measuring separately for opening and boxing up, only once it is to be measured, and where there is opening activity, the box up activity will also be done, being closed chemical process of the plant. So the change was there in measurement method. Of course, rate 2 had its effect accordingly. Also, such changes benefits in reducing transactions in computer network. The communication with respect to change in contract structure did not went well to various manufacturing sites. From the centralized contracting, the message did not percolate to the floor level job executing engineers at some of the manufacturing sites. nor it was ensured that the communication is provided and well understood by them. Why? Because even after 4 years of changes were made effective, the measurements were approved and paid in same old structure, at least at 3 manufacturing sites. Intermediately, contractor 2 were changed. Double payment for such cases were done. Also, in this period, many one-time contracts were issued, shutdown contracts were issued, which had basis of this rate. Thus, here also enormous amount were paid. It was a genuine newly formed contractor who brought to the notice that for same contract structure, the approval of measurement method or practice are varying across manufacturing sites, and it is harmful to organization, denting very high monetarily. For some cases, recovery of excess revenue paid to the contractors could be done, and for some cases recovery could not be done. Recovery made at one of the manufacturing site was approx rupees 6 millions. Another case relevant to the subject I would like to share is of OEM, original equipment manufacturer. The practice of deploying expert engineer from the long distance existed. The minimum claim paid will be of 3 days as per contractual clause. The OEM opened new branch very near and hence contract structure was changed. The payment will be made per day basis, that is minimum 3 days payment clause was removed. What we had to provide in addition was a car or taxi for mobilization and demobilization. While renewal of contract on completion of 2 years and on analyzing the spend, it was observed that the payments were done as per the old method of minimum 3 days, as well as car taxi too was provided as per the change. One more example I would like to share is of lifting shifting of electrical items like motors, transformers, etc. Earlier, practice for repair of such electrical items involved 2 contractors. First is electrical maintenance contract for electrical isolation, disconnect and reconnect after repair is done, and repair is done at the designated location. Second mechanical contract will lift the item from foundation and shift it to the designated location, and after repair it will reshift it and installed on the original location. Gradually, number of electrical items kept on increasing and a stage was reached that electrical maintenance contractor itself could keep rigging and shifting teams such that there will be complete utilization of manpower, that is, they will not sit idle without job. Thus, for ease of maintenance process and single point of responsibility, the lifting and shifting activity which was done by mechanical maintenance contractor was incorporated in electrical maintenance contract. The mechanical maintenance contract will have many other activities in principle for mechanical maintenance routine jobs, hence rate will remain in the contract. And a clause are incorporated that scope pertaining to activities of electrical maintenance are not applicable and removed from the scope. After passage of time, it was identified that both contractors are paid for this lifting and shifting activities for the same job. That is, previous practice continued plus change of contract structure for electrical and maintenance contract was effective and change mechanical contractor was not effective. Hence, revenue leaked. Similar cases were found in lifting shifting of scaffolding, insulation material, civil jobs, etc. on further investigations. What went wrong and the learning from all the cases shared here that this revenue leakages occurs due to lack of proper communication with respect to changes in contract structure. The instructions and awareness pertaining to changes do not percolate to the downward in organizational diagram. The instructions are not taken seriously and not given priority by the authorities. Service contracting team too need to take feedback from the concerned that instructions have reached them and well understood. Consistently, service contract team should provide awareness training on measurement and contract monitoring practices to all the engineers in charge and the team concerned. Finance or payment making team should monitor specifically cases of changes in structure contracts for initial period to identify such error at first place so that it is ensured that leakages are arrested. Here, effort is made to explain revenue leakages, sharing experiences of routine service contract to original equipment manufacturer contracts, multiple contractors, and for all kind of contracts, how important it is to have adequate communication and monitoring for initial period. For who don't know, I am Dhaval Dolakya, having more than 34 years of experience in petrochemicals and engineering industry. If you liked the video, the content, don't forget to comment and give thumbs up. If you have missed previous video, here playlist card is displayed. Click the same to access missed videos. Also, I request you to subscribe my channel so that you are notified with my next uploads. Till we meet in next video, goodbye.